Ladies and gentlemen, lads and ladettes, welcome to another episode of the Getting Some Action podcast. If you're listening on Spotify, follow, listen, or whatever, you know the drill. Go over to the YouTube, That Guy Lemon. And if you're listening on YouTube, welcome back. Subscribe if you haven't. We're trying to hit 440, and if we can push 450 by the end of May, and by the end of July, we're trying to hit 500. By the end of the year, we're trying to hit 1K, right? But let's just say it's been an eventful week. You could see by my face, it's starting to peel. I'm melting. 10 likes on this video. I'm melting. I've been working, me finally working again. But only for the 4 days. But the company I was working for said that they might be able to get us other work somewhere else. I was doing Balmore show, and let's just say the face. You might say, Adam, why are you so sunburnt? Though it's been brutal. The weather's actually been like 13 degrees. But sometimes whenever the sun's being directly in your face this week, it's felt like 30, and I've been getting burnt. Like, you've like 5 minutes of rain, 5 minutes of wind, and then like 10 minutes of just pure in your face sun, and it's actually really warm. It's been a mad week. And yes, you were supposed to get this 2 days ago. Yeah, you're getting it now. I'm sorry. On the Sunday, 2 days late, but I've been busy. But I've got a lot of topics to get into, and hopefully this can be a long podcast episode. So, we have the first thing to talk about, outsmarting a girl. I did it, right? Pretty much, I went down to the bar last Sunday, and I don't know if I should talk. Well, it was actually last Friday this whole thing started, and it carried on into Sunday. I actually do feel bad because she didn't mean the place that she was on about. Let's just say, I don't know if I should be mentioning this girl or not. My mate listens to this podcast, and he's trying to hit. So, not me, the girl. For all I know, he could show this to her. I'm not going to mention her name. I don't want to get into legal trouble. Even though, sue me, I have no money. So, I get paid next Friday for this thing, but, the security job I did there for Balmore show, but that's about it. But I wouldn't do that to her, and plus I apologise to her on Friday night. I think me and her are gonna be fine. But I do wanna mention the story anyway, because it is a good story. Pretty much on the Friday night, she said I was living out in America for a year and a half. I was living in Wisconsin. I thought she said Western America. She said Midwest, right? But I said Western America. That's not right. Wisconsin is like North Central America, but if you were to like pin it, is it more Eastern America or is it more Western America? It's more towards the right than it is towards the left, right? So it would be more Eastern America, but it is known as Central North, right? But I thought she was saying Western America, and she was like properly going on to me saying I lived there for a year and a half, giving all that sass. She was giving it all that sass, and it continued on into the Sunday, and I was like, well, Wisconsin, what's happening? And I was like, red hoodie, and it was. I do feel bad now looking back, knowing that she said Midwest and not Western America, because it's weird over in America. Like they call it the Midwest, and some bits from like more towards the right side of the country, the east side of the country, are in that zone. It's like us with the counties, but they have their actual own counties. But you know what? I'm trying to go off direction, right? She says some other stuff. I can't even remember everything she says, but I thought she was a high class woman. I'm not gonna talk to someone. I'm gonna be cheeky to someone that's like an ugly guy like me, and my mate Connor said these guys are trying to hit. They're trying to hit on these girls here at the table, and like they think they're high class and they're not all that. Like, you gotta stand your ground, be a man, and have some self respect. Be out with your boys, and pretty much. We're not disrespecting all women, just the ones that think they're better, but they don't even want to acknowledge ugly guys. They're just being polite. We're not trying to flirt. We're not trying to, So pretty much, the Wisconsin's girl who's wearing a red hoodie on the Sunday, she's from here, but she's living out there for a year and a half. I just said, I just started rage baiting her. I just started rage baiting her. It was funny as hell. I was like, I didn't notice this till now. You have a brilliant jawline. And my mate just started, what do you call it whenever you do it like this? But like louder, obviously. Like it was proper funny, and she just got pissed off, really pissed off. Her and her other two mates, and it actually got to the point where I started rage baiting our other two mates. I actually made them walk out and leave the bar. Like me and this girl were sorry now. I apologized for the because I was certain she said Western America, but she said Midwest. So me and her are fine now. I told her next week whenever I get paid, I'm gonna buy you a drink, to make up for it. By the way, my mate's not gonna get angry at that. Me buying a girl he's trying to, talk to. I'm gonna buy her a drink because I kind of do owe it to her because I did take it a bit too far. Um, like he won't mind that because I'm not making moves on her. I just owe her a drink because I was a tit. So yeah. Um, but our other mate there, like I was rage baiting the girls. Our other mate that was drunk that wasn't trying to get into these girls. He was reading the Bible in the bar. And he was standing up on the table. His name's Connor. He's standing up on like the sofa, or not the sofa, but like how in bars you got like a long sofa chair kind of like thing. He stand up on it, he was reading gospel speeches, and I'm just pissing myself laughing. I'm loving it. He actually buys me 2 shots of, I think it was Baby Guinness or Fireball. I think it was Fireball, and me and him were just talking away, trying to tell the other guys that lads, these girls are not all it. That I actually don't feel that way about them. I think they are nice people. It's just that the tone of the night and the last 2 nights, it was like I've gotta start rage baiting. I feel disrespected just because I'm an ugly guy, and I feel like I'm getting treated like a lesser being, if you know what I mean, all because I am an ugly guy. Because there's a girl 4 years ago that one of my mates, the one that was trying to get stuck into the girl that I was rage baiting and all that, and with the jawline, Wisconsin's girl, right? He actually had an old ex, right? 4 years ago, who I was friendly with, and pretty much she brought one of her mates out to where we all hang out, and her mate actually kissed like 3 guys in one night already. All I have to say is ho, but all because I'm ugly. I didn't even do anything wrong. I was just quiet, didn't speak to her, and she's like, she got asked the question, "What do you think of this guy here?" And ugly cunt. Next time we were out, that girl that was going out with my mate said to her, that same girl, "Oh, do you want to get with Adam for a laugh?" And she said, "No." Ooh, look at him. I didn't even do anything wrong. And then whenever I was actually being nice to her, and I wasn't even trying to like get stuck into her, she was just being nasty for no reason. And then like a year and a half, I actually said goodbye to her, and cause a year later she was out with him and his new missus, um, and I said goodbye, and I was gonna walk her to the shop. I was just being polite, and like she just smirked at me like this. I was just being a nice guy. I was literally just being a nice guy. I'm not trying to get into your body parts. I was just being a nice guy. I was being polite. So that's why I have to like try and humble these women and rage bait them, because you just get people like that. They're just nasty for no reason, and like you gotta show them that just because I'm an ugly guy doesn't mean I'm gonna take that from you. Like, just be like any normal human being and be a good person. Like, it's not that hard. And that's not me saying that about that. I'm saying about the girl years ago, right? I'm saying about the girl years ago. And, like, because I sensed it at the start in this new girl, that I was like, I've got it. I can't be disrespected like that, because I thought I sensed it in the start. And you know yourself, like, you gotta stand your ground. You gotta show that you're not weak. You gotta show that I'm not afeard that an attractive girl. I'm not gonna let an attractive girl talk down to me just because I'm not of her standards, and that's not me trying. Again, that's the girl my mate's going for, not me. But just because I'm an ugly guy, I don't want to be talked down to for a girl who is a good looking girl, right? You've got to stand your ground. You got to show these pretty boys and pretty girls that you don't run the world. You don't run the world, although most of them do run the world because they got money, because they're famous and they've sucked on a lot of willies, or they've slapped their way to the top. And it's not just males, no females doing it, it's males too. So, yep. I could get cancelled for this. I might get cancelled, but like I'm just targeting bad people, not good people. So I'm just targeting the bad people out here, not the good people. The good people are fine. Women are lovely. Women are lovely. It's just these women that think they're better than some people. And I'm not saying she was that. It's just the tone at the start. It was like that, and I had to rage bait, right? But me and her are fine. And all I'm gonna say is the next topic is advice for disrespect, women disrespecting you with and them having egos. It's just don't take it. Or do what you can do, because Conan Doyle said this in one of his podcasts, just be a really nice person. Do you want to know what that makes them look like? A really bad person if you stay in character and just be a good person. If someone hits you with an insult, just hit them back with kindness. Because, one, it's rage baiting. Again, just being nice to someone that's being awful to you. But it's also making them realize, damn, this person's actually a nice person. I've actually got to apologize, or it could like make them look out to be a bad person. So yeah, like just be a nice person. But if you don't want to go down that route, just start laughing. Just start laughing and like at every silly thing they might say, because that's the best way to do it. Kindness and laughing is the best way to handle people to think they're better than you. And you know what you do? You prove a point, and you work harder, you do better things to yourself, and prove them wrong. That's what you gotta do. And I don't think YouTube's gonna cancel me for saying any of this stuff, because that's the best advice. That's the best advice you can give out. Now I'm gonna talk about, I think it was 2 weekends ago, um pulling a woman. Actually, I'll go from the start. It was the night, let's just say I've been having nose problems. Like, I've been having cuts inside my nostrils, and, pretty much, it's been hard to, like, breathe, and I'm constantly, like, sniffing. Not in that way. Not in that way. But everybody, my two mates at the table were like, have you been sniffing? Have you been doing stuff? Have you been doing a wee bit of gear or something? I've been like, no, it's just my nose. It's really bad. And pretty much went over to buy another drink, and a girl, this is the girl, by the way, that's been talked about in all my previous episodes, one that led me on and all this, she came up to me, and for all I know, she could be watching this, and this is gonna be bad if she's watching this, right? Because I've just admitted to her, because she knows exactly that she was talking to me. I've just admitted that I have feelings for her to the camera, but yeah, I think everybody knows that by now. There've been like 4 episodes previously about this, so like yeah. But essentially she tapped me on the shoulder and she said to me, "Why are you angry at me? Why won't you talk to me? I genuinely want to know what I did wrong." And like, cause me and you were on good terms again. And I just say I could have told her in the moment, but I just decided not to, right? I didn't tell her that she led me on, because I am going to save that to her face and tell her if she's not watching the episode. So, yeah. If she's not watching these, then she doesn't know what you did wrong. But if she is, then you obviously know now that you did wrong. But, essentially, um, I just said to her, not tonight. Not that I'm really effed up. I've been taking, let's just say, I don't know if I should be saying this to the cameras, mention this stuff, but I've been taking antidepressants because I've been going through a lot recently, and it's been a rough journey. But I was blocked, and I was on that. I just said there, not tonight, not tonight. and then my nose started playing in again, so I started doing again. I started making the sniffing noises, and then she was like, "Are you on drugs?" And I'm like, I just told her, "Oh, I'm on antidepressants, blah blah blah," and then she said, "You dirty dog." Who the hell says that? Someone literally says to you, "I'm on medication to that's gonna help me out and change my mood and make me a happy person because I'm depressed and going through stuff," and you say, "You dirty dog." Surely you should be concerned. Surely you should be concerned. Like, that's not the response you give me. The response you give me is, "I hope you're okay, and I hope one day that you can forgive me for whatever I did, or I hope things turn out better for you, and I hope the medication works." Not what she said. That's just like encouraging. "Yeah, go on, take those stuff. Yes." Like, that's not what you say. Not what you say at all. But later on that night, there was a woman out on the dance floor, and she grabbed me and like said we're dancing. So I guess we're dancing. I ended up pulling her. So yeah, I got her number. She said I can't go back to mine tonight because I got a friend round, but we can go back tomorrow. Tomorrow I did not go. I went out to the bar the next day on the Sunday, but I actually saw her whenever I was going down the street, and I just put my head down because like I don't wanna see her. I just went to the bar, had a few with my mate, and then yeah, that was 2 Sundays ago. So yeah, we're already 17 minutes in. This is going to be the longest podcast episode because I've only gone through two of these topics here, right? I've still got like another five, and we're at 17 minutes. Like we have nearly a podcast episode done now, right? But we got the Premier League catch-up talk. That's one of the next topics. I've got to go over Man City and Arsenal. I'm going to be honest, we've got 2 games left. I think Arsenal's done it. We won the FA Cup yesterday, so we've now won 2 trophies this season. Chelsea played amazing. That Semenyo goal was something. It was something else. I am really burnt. I am really burnt of face. I'm just saying that now. But that Semenyo goal was something else. Like, he really just did a 360 no scope and he just scored. But fair play to Chelsea. I hope things do go well for you the rest of the season. You can at least get a top 10 finish. Arsenal, they're winning the league. It's gonna happen now. And when it comes to the relegation battle, I guess West Ham is relegated, and I'm not gonna bet on Tottenham going down. I do think that the gap is too much, even though it's like 2 points. I just don't see it happening. Don't see it happening at all. I'm actually gonna be 2 seconds because you can see my face is pink, so I'm gonna turn that light off. Yeah. West Ham, they're going down, and when it comes to the Champions League final, this is like the most least anticipated Champions League final because you got Arsenal, who nobody wants to see win, and you got PSG, who I don't want to see them win it because they're like the new Real Madrid of, remember whenever they won it 3 years in a row? I don't want to see Arsenal win the Champions League. No, PSG win the Champions League 3 years in a row. Who wants to see them win it 3 years in a row? Well, they've only won it, yes, but this would be the second year. And that squad, they're too good. I can't pick out a single flaw in that squad. PSG have got a brilliant squad. And it's almost like getting rid of Mbappe was the thing that was holding them back. And I genuinely do believe that they might actually become the new unstoppable team and they might actually win it every year. Because in every area I look, there is perfection. And all I'm going to say is, I'm actually rooting for Arsenal. Because I don't want PSG to win two in a row. I would rather Arsenal win. I want us to win the league still, but I'm rooting for Arsenal in the Champions League because I really don't want to see PSG win it. But then again, Arsenal will not shut up about it. You already see it coming. Arsenal will not shut up about it if they win it. So yeah. By the way, I want to talk about if we're all still listening. We've all made it to like the 20-minute mark by now. Just to be clear, Red Hoodie or Wisconsin, if you're listening, I'm not mentioning your name and I do apologize. And if I've said anything so far that offends anyone, I am sorry. I genuinely do. It's not what I intend to do. I just want to give my perspective on things and tell stories. That's all I want to do, right? And got my sheet here, right? We got WWE. We got WWE to talk over. Got Backlash. Backlash. I'll tell you what I did 1 week ago. I actually 1 week ago I went round the bar and I got people filming and saying Backlash. We got about 20 different ones, and pretty much I turned it into a TikTok, but like yeah, I didn't do well for views, deleted it. So yeah, Backlash was good. Oscar, is she gone? Someone's just entered my house. Anyway, um, Oscar, is Oscar retired now? I really hope not, because I like Oscar and I don't want to see her go. The whole show was brilliant in my eyes. I thought the whole show was brilliant. Jacob Fatu Roman, loved the ending of the show. I thought the whole show was great. We've got Clash in Italy coming up, and all I'm gonna say is keep it up, be exciting, and just be a good show. Give us 6 matches, hopefully instead of 5. And Gunther, what needs to happen is Gunther needs to win the title. And you know what? What comes to Roman versus Fatu? I think it's family members home. Alright. And when it comes to Roman versus Fatu, I don't mind if Fatu wins the title, but I would probably give it to Roman. I got a headache. But Gunther should win the title. And to the next topic, right? Those ones were um they were quick ones. We got one of the next episodes of the podcast, because I've already told my mate. I've already told my mate, and he's asked if he wants to come on, and he's asked if he can come on. I said, yeah, we need to tell the story. It happened a year and a half ago. I don't know what we're gonna do afterwards, but it's a great story, and we're gonna actually, it'll either be episode 6 or 7. No, cancel me. No. No, but yeah, it's gonna be one of the next two podcast episodes, or maybe the one after that at episode 8. We're 5 right now, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, he'll be in it. Sorry about that. I had to pause for like 2 minutes. I went to the toilet. Can you even pause podcast, or does that like make it not a podcast anymore? No, I don't care. It's a podcast still. Because sometimes, yeah, most podcasts you're not allowed to take breaks and leave for like 2 seconds, but like we can get away with it here. Um, but yes, the episode name, I do have the name for it already. I will just let you see it on the day. It'll get you a good laugh. It'll get you clicks instantly. He will be on it. It's a great story. You will love it. It's hilarious. And yeah. But now we have two more on the night of action. I do want to talk about it. It's 6 months ago now, but it's the thing that kind of blew us up. And yeah, I want to talk about what actually went down. I went out in Belfast, and my mate was scheduled to do me a lift home. And we're at the club. I had about 17 drinks that night. I had about 17 Jack Daniels Cokes, and like half of them were doubles. And then I had like 2 beer. So I had about 19 drinks. And I cannot remember anything that happened that night, other than I went out on stage, I danced with a girl, I did the fist bump, revealed my hand, I showed her that I had a little uh thing in my hand, a wee rubbery thing that you put on certain things, and she hooked my arm. We went back to her. That's what happened. I'm not gonna reveal her name, obviously, because I'm not allowed to. But yeah, that's what happened. She actually was a nice girl, and you know what? She's friendly enough. Um, I just wish that I was able to get a lift home afterwards. Let's just say, um, instead I didn't get home to like 11 or 12. I pretty much had to do the walk of shame the next morning without having. Well, I was wearing clothes, like, but I had to do the walk of shame the next morning without not having clothes on, had clothes on, just walking through Belfast, still hungover, barely any sleep, to try and walk to the train station to get a train home. I said to the train conductor, "Your boy just got some action." I said that to him. Yeah. Um. So yeah. What are we at now? 25 minutes. So far, the longest episode, and we have one more topic. We have two more topics to get on, and one of them is social media. What I posted last weekend, I think it was, or 2 weekends ago, and I want to get into it. Um, it was last weekend. I want to apologize to some people, and I want to apologize for anyone I offended for stuff I put up in my story on social media across TikTok and Instagram. I was, it was all in the heat of the moment. I was really angry and annoyed because people said something that wasn't true. It's about some culty guy who said something, and I've seen him a couple of times at that bar, and he's not even from where I live, and his entire friend group are signed with me. It's just him that has the problem with me for no reason. I've seen him no, I've seen him a couple of other times, and he's like, last time I saw him, my mate was away at the toilet. I was looking over my phone. He was sitting at the table across. I saw him looking over and said, "What a FAGGOT" at me. And I was literally just sitting there on my phone, minding my own business. Like, he was just being disrespectful. And he came in and said something and twisted my words last Saturday. And I took it out and went on social media and said some stuff. And I do want to apologize. Um, I don't want to leave the episode on a low note. But yeah, that's what happened, and I feel like a really bad person for stuff I said, and I am sorry. I apologized for it after, but I'm going to say it here now. I am sorry. I shouldn't have said this stuff. Um, yeah, it was creating chaos. It just was not necessary. And now the last topic, we have Balmore show working there this week, so it was. I know you can already tell by my face. I got to meet amazing people. I got to work alongside a lot of people. I was talking to all these farmers, and you know what? It was long days, but it was fun. I would totally do it again. I absolutely loved it. I got to meet wonderful people. I got to try whenever I was on my break. I got to go to the food stalls. I got curry chips. Just a great time in general. So I had. So yeah. Um, I really had a good week, and the payday is next Friday, and I have a lot of plans for the channel. I'm gonna put stuff in the social media, money in the social media, try and gain the followers and the views, get them up, and yeah, I've got a football dinner next Saturday, so I've got that to look forward to also, and you've got a lot of more content coming up across June and the rest of May. All I'm going to say is that hopefully I can get in somewhere else for a job, that way I can be able to make more content. Maybe go out in public, make a video out in Belfast, make a video out in Letterkenny if I'm going to Donegal rally. I don't know if I am or if I'm not yet. Could be, could not. I've got to save up for Ibiza. You've got that video in September. I'm saving up for uni out in Bournemouth. Out in Bournemouth. So you've got a lot of videos coming up, and I've got to save a lot of money for getting away to Ibiza and the Bournemouth for uni. So yeah, a lot of stuff is on the way. That's all I'm going to say. Give me 2 seconds. You know what I'm gonna say. Pepsi Max is back. No, but in all serious though, yeah, it's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy last 2 weeks. I've had a lot of topics I've just gone over, and I hope you like the podcast. We already know the goals for the end of the month. Like I said, my advice to you guys is just enjoy life to its fullest and don't let anything knock you down. I know it's me saying this, and I'm like the person who gets knocked down the most and just struggles to get back up, but try and get back up. Try, fight, keep fighting and get yourself back up there, because that's all you gotta do at the end of the day. Fight, don't give up. John Cena told us that. He'd been telling us this for 25 years. Never give up. or 24 years or whatever it was. Don't give up, guys. Just don't give up. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of yous, and for everyone that's been here on this journey with me. Um, yeah, we're going to try and make history this year on this channel, and if we can't this year, we will definitely be doing it next year. I truly do appreciate all of yous. I'm sorry for some stuff I said. If I've offended you, like I said, I'm not supposed to offend yous. I just want to tell stories. I just want to tell you. I just want to tell you some answers to questions. I just want to be here to be your entertainer, and not put out hate in the world, I guess. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Um, can we hit 500, 450 by the end of the month? If not 440, at least 10 likes on this video. Let's push 1K. Let's get it done by the end of the year. And for all my other social medias, go follow them. That guy Lemon on TikTok, Adam Lemon 2005 on Instagram, and yeah, and follow on the Spotify on the Getting Some Action podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube. I think I'm dragging it now, but we've got this podcast to 30 minutes, so yeah. Have a good Sunday or Monday whenever you're listening. I'm probably gonna upload this on Monday. I'm filming on Sunday, but thank you very much, and God bless you. Stay safe, and yeah.